Hi, my name is Kathryn and I am a representative from the PETA organization, and I'm here today to talk to you about why non-dairy milks should not be upcharged at coffee corporations, specifically at Starbucks. So, like most college students, I find myself addicted to coffee, and I'm a gold member at Starbucks, and I have my exact order memorized, and I get the same thing every single time. Now, that order preference includes a non-dairy milk, oat milk. For this preference of milk, I pay anywhere between 50 to 80 cents of an upcharge, depending on the size of the drink. Last year, out of curiosity, I calculated how much I had spent in total for the year on coffee, and when I calculated the number, it was appalling how much it was. And in thinking back on it more carefully and paying 50 to 80 cents extra per drink, that's a lot of extra money I spent on coffee because of my milk preference and my milk choice. And if I had used regular milk, it wouldn't have been anywhere close to as much as I spent. The use of non-dairy milks should not be a financial decision because of customers who are lactose intolerant or customers who are just making healthy choices, whether it be for the planet to be more sustainable or in representation for animal rights. Therefore, Starbucks should not place the extra cost of non-dairy milks on its customers. The primary reason Starbucks needs to eliminate this upcharge is because of lactose intolerant customers. Even if customers are not allergic to dairy, it has been proven that dairy is not ideal for our health and therefore needs to be taken in moderation. For Starbucks to upcharge non-dairy milk is to force those with allergic reactions to have to pay more, which is not fair. It places customers in a position where they have to look at the way their body operates, and that determines how much they have to pay for coffee, and that can be seen as a health discrimination. So not only does this issue affect lactose intolerant customers, but also those who choose to drink non-dairy milk. This choice might just be a preference of flavor, or it could also go beyond flavor and into deeper issues, such as animal rights or being eco-friendly. In order to evaluate the weight of those choices, we need to look deeper into the dairy industry. The milk purchased by giant franchise corporations such as Starbucks is not coming from the little family farm down the street where the cows graze in the grass and are really happy, but it's actually coming from these mass production centers where cows experience really poor conditions of living, including eating really cheap grain in really close quarters, where the main purpose of their life is just to produce as much milk as possible in the fastest and cheapest time as possible. These poor living conditions are not only part of the problem, but also the fact that these mass production centers are one of the main sources of the greenhouse gas problem, which is heavily contributing to the global warming pandemic. Money is a very powerful thing, and by upcharging these non-dairy milks, Starbucks is actually encouraging its customers to make decisions that go against the rights of animals and the well-being of the planet as a whole. Starbucks can afford to support animal rights and the rights of the planet because some of its competitors are already doing so and being successful. Corporations, including Tim Hortons, Panera Bread, and Philz Coffee, are already not charging for non-dairy milks and being successful at it. Starbucks is a household name and is a very profitable company. Yes, in making this decision, it would cost them a portion of their annual revenue, but that's not the point. The point is that they can afford to do so, and by eating this cost, they are doing the right thing. Right now, Starbucks is putting the financial pressure on its customers to make the healthy choice when it should be the customer's free will to do so. Tim Hortons is a global franchise just like Starbucks, and looking at the past 4 years of net income of both Starbucks and Tim Hortons in terms of billions, we can see that both of them have grown substantially over time and are still being profitable. This net income comparison is proof that a company can eat the cost of non-dairy products and still come out on top. Starbucks actually has a better customer loyalty retention and is a little bit bigger and more successful than Tim Hortons, which is only further proof as to why they should make the switch to eating the cost of non-dairy products. And it proves that they will still be profitable, just like Tim Hortons. In conclusion, I want you to take the information I gave you today and to think about what you can go out and do with it. Some starting points are to go start conversations with friends and family, to keep the conversation going and to talk about this issue. Spread awareness about it. Also, you can communicate directly to Starbucks, whether that be send an email or communicate with them via social media to let them know that you care about this issue and this is something that is important and they need to take into consideration. Also, there are options of getting involved in local protests if that's your thing. Whatever it is, it's just important that you do some sort of action because this type of thing is crucial to how corporations are going to deal with the changing climate and animal rights, as well as human rights for those who are lactose intolerant. Starbucks is a big, profitable corporation that's really well known, and if they take a step like this, a lot of other companies will follow. And so that domino effect is really important, and that's why we are calling Starbucks to action. The next time I go through and calculate my annual spending at Starbucks, I hope that that upcharge is not part of my annual fee. That would be really nice. Thank you.